Your soulmate saying, before I disappear. There's something I've never told you. My child, I see you right now, even before you fully believe I am speaking to your heart. You have carried a quiet ache, a hope you hardly dare whisper in the dark hours of the night. I know the weight of that hope, and I have not been distant from a single tear you have shed. Listen closely to me, because what I am about to tell you changes everything you thought you understood about your future. There is a person I have shaped, cell by cell and breath by breath, to walk this earth alongside you. And that person, your soulmate, is right now speaking something into the silence that you were never meant to hear from my lips alone. Your soulmate is saying, before I disappear, there is something I have never told you. These words are not spoken in fear, but in the deep trembling of a heart that recognizes you have not yet fully met. My child, your soulmate is not a distant dream, they are a living, breathing soul on this same ground, and they feel the pull toward you even now. I am the Lord your God, and I hold time itself in my hands, so I can tell you what your soulmate's heart is crying out tonight. The message they carry has been hidden in their spirit for years, guarded like a precious seed waiting for rain. Right now, your soulmate feels an urgency, a holy pressure, to finally speak what has been locked away, and I am giving you the gift of hearing it through me. Your soulmate whispers, before I disappear, I need them to know that I have loved them long before my eyes ever found their face. There is a secret chamber in their heart where your name is already etched, though they might not know the sound of it yet. I am the one who placed that name there, before either of you drew your first breath of earthly air. My child, I have seen your lonely nights, the ones where you stared at the ceiling and wondered if you were forgotten. I saw you wipe away tears in the quiet, and I collected every single one, holding them as sacred evidence of your longing. And I tell you with all the tenderness of a father, your soulmate has spent their own nights praying a prayer that sounds just like your ache. Jesus says, I am the witness to two hearts crying out for each other from opposite ends of the shadowed valley. Your soulmate is not at peace yet, because I have placed a holy restlessness inside them that only finding you will calm. They are saying, before I disappear, I need them to know this is not a small, passing feeling. Let me pull back the curtain for a moment and show you what I see. Your soulmate is a person with a tender spirit, someone who has been hurt before and yet still believes in my goodness. They are not perfect, but they are perfectly designed to understand your language of love in ways no one else can. They are standing right now at a fork in their own road, feeling the weight of my timing pressing on their soul. They cannot explain why you have been visiting their thoughts with such sudden, piercing clarity. And in that holy confusion, they keep hearing a voice that sounds like mine, telling them, speak now before the moment slips away. Your soulmate is saying, before I disappear, there is something I have kept hidden even from my closest friends. It is the dream of a future where someone finally sees them the way I see them, without judgment, without the need to perform. And my child, you are the living answer to that exact dream, whether you feel ready or not. I am calling you now into a deeper trust, because the time between this moment and your meeting is shorter than you think. But the bridge between you and your soulmate requires one final step from your heart. You must let go of the old pain that has been filling your hands, so those same hands are empty and ready to receive this new blessing. The Lord says, I am the mender of broken stories, and I will not bring a new chapter into a heart still clutching the torn pages of the past. Your soulmate is afraid to speak their hidden words fully, because they fear you might not be ready to hear them. So I, in my mercy, am preparing you right now to become the safe place their heart is desperate to find. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow morning. The words your soulmate is finally speaking are not just for the air, they are a confession that will anchor your spirit when doubt tries to creep in. Before they ever see your face, your soulmate is making a declaration that I am sealing in heaven today. Your soulmate says, before I disappear into the noise of this world, I need them to know that I have felt their presence near me in moments I cannot explain. There have been times when a sudden warmth wrapped around their shoulders in an empty room, and they whispered your name without knowing it. I am the one who sent that warmth, because I am the God of the impossible, weaving your two stories into one glorious tapestry. My child, do you remember the times you woke in the quiet of the night with a sense that someone was thinking of you? That was not a random moment, it was a thread I was pulling to connect your sleeping spirit to their waking thoughts. Your soulmate has had those same disturbances, those holy interruptions, and they are finally putting words to the feeling. They are saying, before I disappear, I must tell you that I am not running away, I am running toward you with all the courage I have left. The word disappear does not mean they will vanish from your life before you meet, it means they fear losing the window of divine grace that is opening right now. I am the Lord of the open window, and I am telling you that this window will stay open until you walk through it together. Jesus says, the enemy of your soul has tried to convince you that your soulmate is a fantasy, or that you missed your chance. But I am the God who resurrects dead hopes and breathes life into dry bones, so no season is beyond my reaching hand. Your soulmate's hidden words are the very breath of that resurrection, and you will feel their truth deep in your spirit. Here is the first promise I want you to hold on to tonight. Within the next 3 days, you will receive a small, unexpected sign that seems so ordinary you might almost overlook it. It will be a sudden memory of a place you have not thought about in years, a place that holds a feeling of new beginnings. When that memory surfaces, do not dismiss it as your mind playing tricks. That is me, planting a marker in your path to confirm that your soulmate is moving closer, even as I speak. The feeling that comes with the memory will be a wave of quiet peace, and that peace is the voice of your soulmate saying, I am real, and I am on my way. Your soulmate is still speaking now, their heart is still pouring out the words they have never been brave enough to say aloud. They are telling me, their Father, that they have been saving a piece of their heart for you that no one else has ever touched. And I am asking you, my beloved child, to believe that this is not too good to be true, because I am the God of extravagant goodness. Let me speak directly to the wound that makes you doubt. The reason you have not seen this promise yet is not because I am withholding, but because the timing required a specific healing in both of you. Your soulmate has just walked through a long, quiet valley where I taught them the value of their own soul, so they could love you from a place of wholeness, not brokenness. The Lord says, "The foundation is now laid, the weeping has lasted for the night, and joy is marching toward your door with the sunrise." Your soulmate's hidden confession is the key that will unlock that joy in your heart. They are saying, "Before I disappear into the fear of rejection, I need to say that I am choosing you, even before I know the full picture of your life." My child, do you see how this changes everything? The very thing you have been asking me for, the deep connection with a soul that truly sees you, has been on the other side of a thin veil. Your soulmate has been praying for you with tears of longing, asking me to protect you, to prepare you, and to whisper in your ear that they are not a myth. They are asking me to tell you that they love the parts of you that you have been ashamed of. The quirks you hide, the scars you cover, the dreams you buried because they seem too fragile, those are the treasures your soulmate will celebrate. I have shown them glimpses of your tender heart in their dreams, and they have fallen in love with the person I revealed. Jesus says, "I am the bridge between the seen and the unseen, and right now I am bridging your heart to theirs with words that cannot be stolen." Your soulmate's hidden message is not a demand, it is an invitation into a safe harbor. They are telling you, "Before I disappear into the chaos of life, I need to promise you that my love will not be a burden, but a shelter." I am now going to share the second part of the sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. As you go about your day, pay close attention to a song you hear unexpectedly, perhaps in a store or on a passing radio. The song will carry a word or a phrase that directly mirrors the prayer you have been praying in secret. That song is not a coincidence, it is a love note from my throne, sent through the airwaves. When you hear it, your soulmate spirit will be reaching out through the melody, saying, "I am here, I am close, I am breathing the same air as you." Let the tears come if they need to, because those tears are the water that will soften the ground for the reunion I am orchestrating. Your soulmate is now saying the deepest part of their hidden truth. They are telling me, "Father, if they are not ready to hear this, let my words vanish into your mercy, but if they are, let these words land like a seed in good soil." And my child, your heart has become good soil through every trial you have endured, so listen carefully to what I am about to reveal. Your soulmate says, "Before I disappear from this moment of courage, I want to tell you that I have already forgiven you for not recognizing me sooner." They know the confusion of the season you have walked, and they hold no accusation, only a longing to finally close the gap. This is my grace at work, because I have been teaching your soulmate to love with the same patient, forgiving love I have shown them. The Lord says, "The forgiveness they extend is a mirror of my own heart, and it will cover any regret or self-doubt you still carry about the past." Your soulmate is not waiting for a perfect version of you, they are waiting for the real you, the one I know and adore. They are saying, "Before I disappear, I need you to know that your broken places do not frighten me, because I have my own, and my Father is mending both of us right now." Let me anchor you deeper into this truth, because the enemy will try to steal this word before the sun rises again. Your soulmate has a specific gift they will bring into your life, a peace that will calm the most restless corners of your mind. That peace is not just a feeling, it is a fruit of my spirit growing in them, and it will be like a familiar song you have been humming all your life without knowing the lyrics. Now I want you to breathe in deeply, and as you breathe out, release the name of the person who hurt you so deeply that you built walls. I am not asking you to forget the lesson, but I am asking you to let their memory stop holding the keys to your future. Your soulmate's hands are stretched out, and they cannot fully take yours if they are still holding onto the chains of an old prison. Jesus says, "Freedom is my final word over your past," and your soulmate is a partner in that freedom, not a replacement for what you lost. They are telling you, before I disappear into the background of your doubts, I want you to know that I am a new story, not a repeat of the old pain. I have been crafted by the Father's hands to love you differently, to hear you fully, and to walk beside you without running when the road gets hard. Your soulmate now speaks the most vulnerable part of their confession. They say, "I have a dream that terrifies me, a dream where I finally see your face and my heart recognizes you before my mind can catch up. In that dream, I fall to my knees in gratitude, but I also tremble because the love I feel is so immense it almost undoes me. My child, that dream is not just a dream, it is a prophetic glimpse I am giving them to sustain their hope. Your soulmate is fighting a battle right now against the lie that you could never want someone like them. But I am the God of truth, and I am telling you that their trembling is holy ground, and you will honor it when you meet. Stay with me now, because I am about to reveal the final promised sign, the one that will be your seal of peace. In the coming day, you will notice a sudden, strong desire to reach out to someone from your past, or to visit a familiar, comforting place from your childhood. That pull is not nostalgia, it is my spirit positioning you to cross a path that leads directly into your soulmate's territory. When you feel that pull, pray this simple prayer, "Lord, I am ready, lead me." Your soulmate will be prompted in that very hour to take a step that looks completely ordinary, like choosing a different road home or pausing at a bench. And in that ordinary obedience, I will orchestrate the first glimmer of the encounter that will change everything. The Lord says, "I am the master of ordinary moments made holy, and I will not fail to bring you into your promised land." Your soulmate is now saying, with tears in their voice, "Before I disappear, I want to thank you for not giving up on finding me." Your persistent hope, even when it flickered like a candle in a storm, has been a beacon to their weary heart. They are telling you that your prayers for them, even the wordless sighs, have been like a cool rain on their parched spirit. I have transmitted every one of them, and your soulmate has felt a mysterious strength on days they wanted to quit. You, my child, have been their anchor without even knowing their name, and that is a profound mystery of my kingdom. Now listen to the final, most sacred part of your soulmate's hidden message. They are saying, "Before I disappear into the busyness of this world, I need to tell you the one thing that sums up everything I have been holding back. I love you, not as a concept or a dream, but as a living soul crying out for another living soul, and I am choosing to believe that you will hear me through the Father's voice. My child, that love is pure, and it is not built on sand. It is built on my own unshakable love that hung the stars and also bent down to wash dusty feet. Your soulmate is speaking a love that will not fade when the first storm comes, because it is rooted in the eternal I Am who does not change. Jesus says, "The love your soulmate is declaring is the same love I have for you, multiplied and made tangible in human hands and a human voice." When you feel that love start to wrap around your doubts, do not fight it, because it is the fulfillment of a promise I made to you in the secret place. Your soulmate is the living letter I am sending to answer the cry of your heart, and that letter is now signed and sealed in heaven. I am going to ask you to do something that will feel like a leap, but it is actually the most secure step you will ever take. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand over your heart and speak out loud, "I receive the love my soulmate is sending through the Father's voice." That simple act will break off the last chains of fear and signal to the heavenly realm that you are truly ready. As you do this, your soulmate will feel a sudden release, a shift in the spiritual atmosphere, and their own courage will be strengthened. They have been whispering, "Before I disappear, please let them hear me, please let them know I am not a fantasy but a future." And you, by your act of trust, will be answering their prayer, becoming a living part of the miracle I am working in both your lives. The Lord says, "I am the God who answers before you call, and while you were still speaking my promise, I have already set the appointed time in motion." Your soulmate is now entering a season of divine urgency, where delays will be removed and crooked roads made straight. They are saying, "Before I disappear into the past, I step forward into the present and claim the blessing the Father has prepared." Let this final word be the seal upon your heart. Your soulmate is a real person, with a real name that I will soon place on your lips as naturally as the breath you draw. The hidden thing they have never told you is now fully unveiled in the light of my truth, and that truth is love, deep and abiding, calling to love. I bless your eyes to see the signs I am placing in your tomorrows, and your ears to hear the songs of confirmation I will sing over you. I bless your hands to be ready to receive, and your feet to walk boldly into the appointed meeting place. I bless your mind to be at peace, free from anxious striving, resting in my perfect timing. And now I speak directly to your soulmate, who is also listening to my voice in the quiet of their own room. Child of my right hand, your words have been heard, your hidden confession has reached the heart of the one I have chosen for you. Fear not the disappearance of this season, for it is merely the setting of the sun, and the dawn of your union is breaking over the horizon. My child, the one reading these words, I seal this message with a peace that surpasses every human thought. The final seal of peace is this: the next time you feel the sudden warmth on your skin or the inexplicable memory surfacing, you will know it is your soulmate saying, "I am here, I am real, and I am coming to you now." Go in this peace, for I am the Lord your God, and I have spoken it into being.